Alright, here we go. So this is my Brownell's Pro Spring Kit for the M1 Garand. I'm just gonna open it up here and see what's in it. It says there's instructions available, so we'll see what they look like real quick here. Maybe we'll get this in the big guy today. I watched a couple videos on it, and it was recommended by a long-time shooter that it should be done. So I'll compare the old ones. Alright, so let's see. Liability, cautions, and installation test procedures. So looks like that's the grouping. So it doesn't look too hard. I don't know which one. I think one of them needs to come out in a specific way. So here it is. There's not really instructions. Oh yeah, there is. Installation of Brownells. Begin by making sure this is unloaded. There we go. I'll review this and maybe take videos of the steps they take to install all the stuff. See what happens. This looks pretty cool. Looks like it's a highly recommended. Helps improve accuracy and the overall function of the rifle. So I'm all for it. Got the Garand here taken apart. So without reading anything, which is not recommended, I just pushed out the ejector. So I pushed that out with a punch. Let's see if this one comes out as well. So they both come out. So let's see what both springs, what they look like. So let me grab a pair of needle nose. There's one. There's the firing pin. I'll give that a wipe down. I have to pull that out. So there's the ones from the CMP. See if there's any difference with the ejector spring. Let's see. It's almost threaded on there. Yep, it's threaded on. Not too much difference there. The new one's just a hair longer and nice and straight. See the extractor spring. Let's see what that looks like in compared to this one. So it just threads on there. There you go. Alright. Same thing, just a hair longer. It's not compressed over the ears. They're not perfectly lined up, but you can see it. Am I off the screen here? Let's go down. There we go. So you can see the two springs here. The new one's on the right, and the new one's on the right here. So I took that apart. So let me see if I can, I'm going to wipe all that down, give it a little lube, and put it back together. So luckily I found all the pieces, but check this out. So when I was reinsert, there's glass everywhere. What happened was I have the camera actually sitting on a fluorescent magnifying lamp. So when I was pushing in the ejector spring and trying to reset the extractor, the spring took off and launched it right into the fluorescent light right above where the camera's sitting. So it shattered the glass, and just a reminder to always use safety glasses, especially. Probably shouldn't mess around like this that I am, but I'm gonna try it again anyway. But we'll see what happens. But just for your facts, so when you're pushing the extractor back down into the thing, it's under heavy spring load. When you're pushing the extractor in with the ejector spring load, it launched out and just went right through the lamp that is right above the camera. So that's that. So safety check. Shoot the lamp out again, but we're all repaired. We got a new lamp in. I got everything ready to go. Let me see what happens. I'm using a big piece of metal to push it down now. Let's see if this helps. So far, it's not budging. So it's probably another technique to do this, but for right now, Might have to watch a video to refresh on how to get this done, but it looks like this has to go down deep enough to try and to push this pin in, the extractor in. It's gonna go down quite a ways. It has to be perfectly lined up, and there's a lot of spring tension not only on the extractor but on the ejector itself. Let's see. So this spring is pretty tight, so I might have to review a couple of the a video to make sure I know I'm doing this right, or maybe there's an easier way to do it. But right now it seems that I'm not getting this pin pushed down far enough, and I don't want to shoot out another light if I can help it. Let's see. Maybe a little bit more leverage. I don't know. Let's try this. It's a punch. I'm afraid it can shoot out though. That's I fear. I'm already trigger shy because of the scariness a minute ago. I can definitely get it in deep enough now. It's not letting me push in the ejector. Let's see, try one more time and then I'll dry fit it. Make sure I'm not just beating on myself. Oh, there it is. I got it. Got it. Here it is. So I pushed it down so it was far enough with the little pin, and the new spring is behind the extractor and the ejector. So pretty cool. I put a drop of oil on each of the springs to make sure that it would be okay, and I wiped everything down, wiped down the firing pin, just put a drop of lube at the tip, but nice and clean. Alright, so now I got to try to figure out the hammer. Stand by for that. Not too bad to get the trigger assembly and hammer spring apart, but here's the difference right here. There's the new one and the original one that was in here. So now I got to throw it back together, but it's pretty easy to take apart. Let's see what I can do. So we got the spring in there. It went together pretty easy. A little brute force, but it wasn't too bad. I don't know if it feels any different. I put lube and a little bit of oil everywhere, and it seems to be pretty good. Went back together with no problem. Now is the recoil spring. I just want to compare the sizes as well. I got the video tape rolling here. Alright, I needed a little persuasion on the other video for the hammer spring, just to get that pin in it, just a light tap. Punches came in very handy. Here's the original spring. See, it's, oh geez, look at that. Look at that. It's about an inch and a half. It's about an inch and a half difference. That is something. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. It's an inch and a half difference from the new recoil spring. So I'm going to go ahead and get the Garand put back together, and then we'll talk about peening the barrel, which needs to be done on mine with the looseness. Alright, so now I'm going to try the peening of the barrel. You could even see that you can hear it. Let's see if I can get right up there. I already got the gas plug out, so see. So you'll see. I tried rethreading the gas block on a couple times. See how easy that slides on and off. It's supposed to be a little bit of tension there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the socket for the top. I'm going to try a broad punch to push up on the bottom of these ones, just the bottoms, so it presses the gas stop up into the barrel. Just makes it tighter fit, because it was noticed I was getting some blow by. So I might start to do that off camera, because I got to. Alright, so here I have the 7/16 inch wrench, and you can see where the stop is for it. So I'm just going to keep giving it a couple taps and seeing how the fit is. So I got it resting on on a piece of metal. I'm just gonna see if that makes any difference. That might be a little too light. I just want to do it till I can prove that I'm feeling some resistance there. Yep, actually it's already tightened up. There's some friction. It's still pretty loose. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again. 7/16 wrench right in the notch. Hardly hitting it at all, so I just want to do it very gingerly. Yeah, not much more. Doesn't feel any different there. Looks like virgin. Yeah, it's getting a little tighter. So I'm going to keep doing it gingerly and make sure I don't wreck anything, and try peening the barrel.